Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for today's program, Altering and Tailoring Part 3, Basic Sewing and Upscaling. My name is Jose, and I'm a librarian here at LA County Library. Now, as also a quick reminder, this is the third part of this class. I don't think you necessarily had to join the first two to enjoy this one, but parts 1 and parts 2 were recorded, and I will send out parts 1 and parts 2 when I send out part 3 mid next week. So if you missed any of the first two or just want to revisit them, you will always be able to do that. I will include those links in the email that will go out next week. Now, before we get started, I do want to take a moment of your time to share the LA County Land Acknowledgement. The County of Los Angeles recognizes that we occupy land originally and still inhabited and cared for by the Tangva, Tataviam, Serrano, Quiche, and Chumash peoples. We honor and pay respect to the elders and descendants, past, present, and emerging, as they continue their stewardships of these lands and waters. We acknowledge that settler colonization resulted in land seizure, disease, subjugation, slavery, relocation, broken promises, genocide, and multi-generational trauma. This acknowledgement demonstrates our responsibility and commitment to truth, healing, and reconciliation, and to elevating the stories, cultures, and community of the original inhabitants of Los Angeles County. We are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on these ancestral lands. We are dedicated to growing and sustaining relationships with Native people and local tribal governments, including, in no particular order, the Fernandino Tatavian Band of Mission Indians, the Gabrielino Tangva Indians of California Tribal Council, the Gabrielino Tangva San Gabriel Band of Mission Indians, the Gabrielino Band of Mission Indians Quiche Nation, San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, San Fernando Band of Mission Indians. Thank you. And with that, it is my great pleasure to hand it off to our host today, my colleague, Ana Silvia Torres. Ana Silvia, over to you.
Thanks, Jose. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our third and final class in this series that we've been covering on basic sewing and mending and altering and tailoring. And we have another really fun class for you all to end off our series. So I'll be your host for today. I'll be the one behind the camera, not the presenter. I'll hand that over to the very talented Dee, who is the founder and instructor of School of Couture, a sewing school here in Torrance, California. And she's been teaching sewing and design for over 20 years. So with that, I'll hand it off to Dee, and I hope you all enjoy today's program.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dee. Today we will talk about the upcycling, and also I will teach you how to use the right interfacing for your projects. So guys, yeah, if you see them, they say it can be absolutely different design. It's whatever can come to your head. Yeah, feel free. And also for this type of projects, you are very welcome to use any type of fabrics. So you can use old clothes, blankets, like new fabrics, like absolutely up to you guys. It's very easy, very fast, and it's a great project. For example, if you have a babies who grown up from their clothes, you can make something like this, and it's good project for Christmas present and like any other ones. But before we will start to talk about how exactly to make the pillowcase, I want to introduce the main thing what we will need for this type of project. It's interfacing. It's a not main fabric, it's a special fabric, or it can be from fabric or it can be from paper. And what we do, we will glue it or sew it on the other side, on the wrong side of the fabric. So it gives extra support and stability. Because, for example, if you will use a stretchy fabric or knit fabric, it will move and it will be so hard to sew. And if you will iron on this like interfacing on the back side, so it will stay and the fabric will start to work as a cotton, like normal fabric. So when we will talk about the interfacing, you are very welcome to download this presentation, so you don't need to memorize anything. And when you will use interfacing, it's for any your craft projects. Also, if you will sew clothes, we always need it for when we do like buttons, when we do waistbands, when we do zippers, appliques, for hemming sometimes too. And you're very welcome to read it after our class, so you can read it right now. So when we talk about the interfacing, they can be different, and maybe it's better to show you on the real like fabrics. Can we switch the cameras, please? Yes. So if you see, guys, yeah, this one is an interfacing. Like usually you can buy it this type of way, or you can buy a smaller pieces. And mostly what they're famous for, that one side, it's here is the fabric, but on the other side is glue. Yeah, and what we do when we use a different types of fabric, we just attach it to the back side of the fabric, and then our fabric gets absolutely different qualities. It's more stable and it's much easier to work. So when we buy the interfacing, most important for us, understand what kind of interfacing to use. So for example, this type of interfacing, if you can see it here, so it's fabric based. So here is the fabric, and on the other side is glue. So how we attach it? We iron it on. So next time, for example, we have the interfacing. It's sew in. So it means it doesn't have glue, so we have to sew it. And this one is kind of like non-woven, and it's easily can take apart. Then we have a special ones too. It's a neat and stable. So if you, let me see, like maybe this way. So if you will use any stretchy fabric, so it's better to use interfacing like this. It has a glue on one side too, and it's like made from fabric. For example, other one is for the craft. It can be the different thickness. It can be light, medium, and like very heavyweight. You can choose, depends your fabric. This side has a iron glue too. You should iron it on. But this interfacing, it's paper based, so it's kind of easy to get apart. And then the next one, so let me show it to you, guys. It's a fusible webs. So it has a glue from both sides. If, for example, it's good for some works where you don't want to sew, you can just attach it through the like iron. If you will just iron it on, and it will stay. But for today, it requires the interfacing. It's iron on, and it's fabric based. So we will use this type of interfacing for our project. Okay, now we can start the main project. What we will do. And when you will choose the interfacing, guys, very important to understand the weight of fabric. If your fabric is light, so interfacing should be light too, yeah? If like when you will, it's better to use iron-on interfacing. It's much easier and faster to work. And when you will iron it, it has a special rules. Please pay attention. So most important, your iron shouldn't be very hot. Second one, no steam. If your iron has a steam option, double check that you turned it off. Next one, you can use a pressing cloth in between your fabric and iron. And then never slide. You just slowly press and let it go, okay? So, and what we will do today, we will use make a decorative like cushion case. Usually it comes 20 by 20, and we will do exactly the same design what you see like on your screen. After when you will learn how to make this one, you're very welcome to try the different ones, and it's very easy. Okay. Yeah, and then right now you see the dimensions, so we will need the interfacing 20 inches by 20 inches. So we need like main fabric. We will have two main fabrics, like it means two different colors. So main fabric number one, we will need two pieces. It will be 21 inches by 9. And then we need the main fabric number two. It will be one piece, 21, sorry, inches by 5 inches. And then we need the backside fabric. So it's kind of on the back of your pillowcase. It can be the same as the main fabric, or it can be different. So it's only up to you guys. So we need one piece 21 by 10 inches and one piece 21 by 18. Okay, and now let's start to make it. I will use just a regular cotton fabric, and we will switch right now any type of fabric, because we will use the interfacing, and so for us doesn't matter what kind of fabric it will be. Okay, so I have like this piece, I have this one, so they see I can make my own design, which I like it. Just a random pieces of fabric. So maybe I would like to use it something like that. Or maybe now I switch this one. Or maybe this way. No. So always double check this way, like going all around, and see how you would like it. So we know. So I will maybe do it different way. It will be this one, and this one will be in the middle, like this. It will be my front, and on the back I will use these two fabrics. So let's prepare our front. So we know we need two pieces. It should be 21 inches long, 21. So this one is 21 actually, by 9. We need two pieces. So what we will do, so the length here is okay. So I will just fold it like that maybe. And I know that I need 9 inches. So I will measure like 9 inches from the bottom here. And you're very welcome to use like a pencil or pen. So I will use a special pen. It's for the designers. When you will iron it, it will disappear. So look at this, guys. So 9 inches. So double check that it's going here. 9 inches, straight and nice. And let's draw the line. And again, 9 inches. And let's use, no, I should use this one. 9 inches. And okay, then I need 2 of them. Yeah, that's fine too. It's kind of confusing. I will use my scissors and just cut. So I will get 2 pieces, 21 by 9. Yeah, so it will be like first one. Let me see, first one. And this one is the second piece. And now I need to cut, I don't know, maybe I would like this one in the middle. Maybe I should use this one. Let's use pink. So next one should be 21 by 5. Yeah, so look at this, guys. It's 22. Okay, let's do it as 5 inches. We will measure. So these rulers are very cool, guys. Special rulers for quilting, but we use it during the sewing a lot because it's clear and you can see what's going on. And I would recommend to have at least one of them during the sewing because it will save your life a lot. So they say I can exactly see what's going on underneath, and it will make my life easier. Okay, so 5 inches all the way down. Okay, let's trim it. When you're cutting, guys, very important, yeah? So you shouldn't move your fabric. Always we have a rule, especially when you will make clothes, you have to move around the fabric. Fabric always lay on the table. And when you're cutting, so it's better to use a special scissors for fabric. So this one is from IKEA, and the scissors should be very light, so it will be much easier for you. And when you're cutting, so let me show you, your scissors, the bottom part should always stay like on the table, and it should just slide like that. And don't cut your fabric this way, for example. Fabric should stay on the table. So I say, we are not moving anything, we are not touching anything. So only you should move around the fabric. Okay. This one should be 5 by 21. So let's see, it's 5, but it's a little bit longer. So let's see, we should check the lengths and cut the extras. Okay. So we got 2 pieces. One piece 21 by 5, and other 2 pieces 21 by 9. So what does it mean? So here we will sew it in the middle. So we will connect them. How to do that? At first, let's draw the seam allowance. The seam allowance will be 1/2 inch from the edge. So my rule is this one is kind of easy to use because they see that orange part, it's already indicates 1/2 inch. So what I need to do, I just need to line up with my edge of the fabric and draw the line. When you guys are beginners, it's better spend a little bit extra couples, like a little bit like time, and draw the line, because it will make it's easier when you will sew. They say you will see the line and you will follow the line, you will know where to sew. As I told you, it's special pen for designers. When you will iron, all the lines will disappear. So, and we should prepare the second side. Let's do the same way. So it's a 1/2 inch, the seam allowance. It's very easy project because I'm just like doing it slow to show you every step. Like in general, you can spend only 15 minutes to finish that project. And so today we will use bunch of pins. So it's kind of like special long pins. And also remember, guys, all the pins and needles can work only 6-8 hours. After that, you should change them. So this blue part is a little bit longer. So I didn't like cut exactly 21 inches long, but I will do it later. So what I need to do, I will line up. So 2 fabrics, they say I have pink on the bottom and like blue at the top. And when I'm pinning, so it's very important, guys, look at this. Line up 2 sides. So pin goes down and then comes up. And when I pin, for example, I'm right-handed, I pin it absolutely like right angle to the seam. Because when I will sew like that, it will be easier for me to take the pins out. And also, for example, if the fabric very silky, you can keep the pins and sew through the pins, but you have to be just a little bit more careful. In that case, when it's a right angle, it's for needle, it's easier to like go through. If it will be like in any angle, so it's easy to break the needle and it's more dangerous. So try to teach yourself just to make a right angle. Okay, and so this it's going down and up, and it's every 2-3 inches. It's better to do it on the table. Yeah, so every 2-3 inches, just go down and up, and be careful. You should go through both layers, not just only through one. Yeah. Down and up, down and up, and the same thing, down and up. So we prepared to one part, and let's start to sew it. So we move to our sewing machine, and here you're very welcome to use any thread. You can use white or blue. I will use a like dark blue, that way you can see it better. Okay, so let's move to our sewing machine. Yeah, so we are using just a regular, like domestic. It is a regular machine. Most important, you should have the straight stitch. For this project, any type machine will work, guys. You don't need the fancy one. So any machine will work. Most important, it should be straight one. It should have a straight stitch. So what I will do, I will use just a polyester thread. So usually it's all-purpose polyester threads. If you would like to know more about the threads and exactly which thread will be better for different type of projects, you are very welcome to go on our YouTube channel. And also you can watch our first class, first lesson. We talked about the different threads and needles. So this one is all-purpose polyester thread. And I will use the bobbin. So when we thread the machine, it's two threads, the bottom thread and the top thread. So if you don't remember how to thread the machine, you can also go again to our first class where we talked about it. But now I just quickly give you some review how to do that. So when you thread your bobbin, it can be plastic or metal, doesn't matter. So most important, the size, it should match to your machine, okay? So look at this. From the top to the left, it's kind of should be like P letter. It's very important, the direction. 90% of all your success will be depends on your thread. So look at this. I went in, so let me show you. Yeah, if you guys have any issues, just let us know. Maybe we can change the angle. Okay, so then we go under this hook. There's a hook. It will go under and just follow the path here. And it has a all around. It has a blade. You can cut it, and we will close. Okay, let's close this. Okay, now for the top thread, my thread is a little bit bigger, so it will not stay here. Okay, so what I will do, I will just keep it behind my machine, just it will stay on the back side. Yeah, so if you see, guys, it just will stay here behind. Okay, and now I will work with my tail right here. Hook it there, just the two hooks. You see, it should be easy. Hook it there. Now go all the way, follow the path here, all the way down. So they say machine, it goes down. The number 3 says, so it will go down. And oh, can you see, guys, how we are threading it? It looks like we are freezing. No?
Yeah, we frozen. Okay.
Yeah,
We're giving
thank you.
thumbs up. So
Okay.
there we go.
No, it's looking good on my end.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is going up. Then we have a metal hook here inside. So just go over that metal hook. So everywhere it should be very easy, just the hooks. So then we have hook above the needle, it's just here. And then we should thread the needle, yeah? It goes from the front to the back. Or maybe you can see it properly right now. My hands kind of closing it. From the front to the back. And pull your thread just to the back side under the foot. So this part is the foot, so it should go under and just on the back side. What we will do right now, we will use just a regular straight stitch in my machine. For my machine, it's just 0, 0. You see, here's the stitch number 0, 0. This one is how long is your stitch. I will use number 3, so they see, and this part is where your needle, the needle position for this machine. So I have to choose my needle should be exactly in the center, because if you see right now, it's kind of on the left side. When it's the 0, 0, it's the left side. So I will change it to 3.5. In that case, my needle will be exactly in the middle of the foot. Usually all machines the same, guys. Yeah, don't be scared, just try to play around and see. And if you will have any questions, you're very welcome to ask. At the end of the class today, we will answer your questions, and please feel free to leave your questions in the chat box. Okay, and let's start to sew. So before I will start to sew, I should like organize my space. Yeah, what I will use. So we will need here. So let's make a bigger picture a little bit. So we will use a trash bin for the trash. Then I need small scissors just for the threads. It will be on my side of machine. And I need the pin cushion to take the pins out. So they say that's only 3 things: scissors, a trash bin, and pin cushion. And all of them, as I told you guys before, it should be on your right side. So your left side is only for the project, okay? Just only for the project, it should be like clean and nice. Okay, let's start. Maybe I can get closer to the, maybe let's try closer. Sorry, guys. So we have some trying to find the perfect angle for you. So they say, why is the line important? Because this one is my foot, and we have here the like two plastics, and we have the opening in between, kind of like gap. And our line should be exactly there. So we don't look at the needle. So needle can be anywhere, but it should be in the center for now. And what we will do 3 stitches forward. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. We will stop, and then we have to do the back stitch or reverse stitch. It's usually like this type of button. You should press and hold and do 1, 2, 3 stitches backwards. So that way machine ties the knot, because machine don't know how to do it else other way. And now we just will sew, follow the line straight and nice. Of course it will take time, but if you're beginners, there's better take your time, no rush. Because if you will follow all steps at the end, you will get the perfect result and you would love it. So, okay, I will just a little bit increase my speed. Yeah. Go straight, and this is, I'm controlling that my line exactly here in the middle. And I am not sewing through the pins. That's it. Stop, take the pin, and then only keep going to sew again. Stop, take the pin, yeah. Stop, take the pin, and keep going. When you will get to the end, stop, and again. So we have to protect our seam at the beginning and at the end. So what I will do, and I will press the U-turn button here and do the back stitch. Like 1, 2, 3, and then I just come back. Go down. Okay, so we did one side, so needle up. So let me show you how we should finish. When you're done with sewing, yeah, so usually if you needle like down, you should get the needle up. Then this one is the foot up, pull to the side. This is very important to leave these long tails. Get your scissors and trim it here. So this is as close as possible. Then these two ends, just pull them, and they have to be under the foot, under the foot on the back side, yeah? Okay, right away, they say it's clean and nice here. So we have to cut our, like where we started, cut all the extra threads, and we will throw them away. Okay, the one side is done. Now we will go to pin the other sides, okay? You see, guys, what we got? So we are here right now. So what we need to do, we have to attach the second part, the second piece, yeah? So here, like this. So what we will do, we already have the line here. So the same way, we will match here at the top. So 2 layers of fabric and pin it. Yeah, up and down. And always to remember, I told you, the project should like lay on the table. Yeah, down and up. Every 2-3 inches. Down and up. So down and up. And at the end, the same way. Double check that both of them are like matching. Going down and up. So, and we will sew it the same way. So we will go back to our sewing machine. So we will do exactly the same step, guys. It's nothing new, but just like in general, just pay attention, please. And if you have any questions, guys can ask. So let's do 3 stitches forward, 3 stitches backwards. Yeah. Okay, now all the way down. And very important that your line should be in middle of your foot. All the way down. Here on my machine, I have a speed control button. So if you have the same one, so they say you can play with your speed. But don't be like Speedy Gonzalez, because most important, the quality. So always stop before the pin. Take it and keep it. When you will get to the end, yeah, stop, press the U-turn button and do 1, 2, 3 stitches backwards and forward. They go away. So needle up. So here is the foot up, pull to the side. And when you're pulling your fabric, please be careful. Don't pull your project. Try to pull the threads, okay? That way you will not ruin the tension of threads. And then trim your threads as close here to the end as possible. So what you will get just 2 extra strings here. It should be under the foot on your backside. And we will trim the top, like here where we started right away. So here's the cushion, our scissors back. Okay, so finally, if you will see, guys, we are done with our front. But it can be any shape, so feel free to play around. So the front is done. Now let's make a back side. What we need to do, we need one piece. It will be like 21 inches. So let's see, 21 inches. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. So let's do not just the length. We will use our pen. 21 inches all around. So let's say 21. Trim it right away. So we have the first one should be 21 by 10. So now here we need 10 inches to measure. So you see from the edge to the long side, it should be 10. And this one is 10. So let's throw it around. This is leftovers. But this one is 10. And then we need the other fabric. It will be 21 by 18. So again, we will check here, 21 inches. They said here it's 21. And all what we have here, let me show you like that. Let me get rid of this. So you can see better, guys. So 21. These ones stand. This side is 21 and here should be 18. So, okay, it's 18 right away. Okay, so we have right now two pieces to work on. It's this part, 21 by 10 and 21 by 18. So why it is very important, you will see at the end. So what we will do, now we should measure 1 inch just from one side, doesn't matter which one. So, like it's a long side, where is the 21? So we will measure 1 inch. And what we will do, we have to iron it. So we will fold the fabric, get to the line. So they see, let me show you exactly, you can see it. Go to the line and we will iron it, okay? So let's do it. Maybe let's prepare the second one. So second piece of fabric, the same way, this long side where the 21, we have to do the same. We have to measure 1 inch. It looks like confusing, guys, I understand. So, but don't be worried. You will get it at the end, and always you can download this video and watch it like again and again. Yeah, so it's like no restrictions there. Just pay attention what I'm doing, and you just kind of need to copy. Okay, I will iron it. So right now we will use the regular iron. Let me get the iron on my board, and I will show you. Look at this. We just measured one side, yeah? Just one, where is it 21 inches long? We measured 1 inch. And what I will do right now, I will just iron it, press it down. So I will fold my fabric and get to the line like this and iron it, press it, okay? So step number 1. And in general, you should you should know that ironing is a big part of sewing. You will iron like 50 or 70% of all your time. But if you will get it, then your project will be very neat and you will always be successful. Okay. Things here. Okay. We fold one side. So the same thing we will do here, yeah, we will do it on the second side. So let's do the same thing. Get to the line, steam and press. Get to the line, steam and press. Be careful, steam is always very hot, but when you iron, the steam is more important than just the temperature of your iron. So these kind of rules apply to the hemming, guys. We had the second lesson about hemming, and we did almost the same thing. Yeah, if you would like to know how to hem your pants or any other project like sleeves, dress and skirts, please follow the links and watch our second lesson. Okay, the step number 1, we're done with ironing. Now it will be step number 2. So how it will go? So do you remember we measured 1 inch and folded, yeah? Now, exactly here from the edge of the fabric, so it's from the new edge, they say, we will measure 2 inches, like that, 2 inches, they say, and draw the line. So 2 inches and draw the line. So why we need this? It's to make our like project very neat and clean. So to hide all the raw edges. Yeah, so it's a 2 inches. Okay, that's the 2. It's his line, if you can see it. So you're very welcome to use the tailor chalks, or you can use even the regular like pencil. It will work too, if it's a cotton fabric. Then the same thing, we fold it like this and press it. You see now it's no any raw edge, it's clean and nice. So the same thing we will do here. Clean and nice. Okay, one side is done. So right now we are working with the back side of our pillowcase, okay? And we're trying to make it pretty too. So now let me use just a regular, for example, it's pencil. So they say you can see the line and it will be the same way. They say you can just fold and iron. But only about the my pens for designers, it's better when you iron it, they will disappear, but pencil will stay until you will wash it. Okay, so let's do. The same way, fold to the line, steam. Fold to the line and steam. Fold to the line and steam. And do you remember we were talking about the interfacing? So right now is the time to get back to our interfacing. So if you don't want to sew this part, you can use like interfacing. It's like Wonder Web. So they say it's like double side of interfacing. So let me show you the name. Can you see it? So what does it mean? That it can glue from double side. We can just cut 1 inch long, put it between the layers here and iron it, and it will stay. So that way we don't need to sew it here. So let me just show it to you, and who knows, maybe you would like it. Okay, this one is interfacing. It's kind of hard to see. It's almost kind of like invisible. And I need just a 1 inch long. So 1 inch wide and 21 inch long. 20, and actually, yeah, see it. So this is just like I will do. So let's back to ironing. Yeah. If you put this one in between of your fabric, yeah, like that. So be careful, it shouldn't go outside the fabric. So it should stay in between the layers. So it should be hidden. And you can just press it. And I didn't follow the rule. Which one? The first rule, it's no steam when you're working with the interfacing. The second rule is no sliding. Yeah, you should just press. Just press. And when you're pressing, count like 1, 2, 3, and go to the next part. Between the layers. Let me see, in between like that. And then press it. So no sliding, yeah, don't slide. And just up and down, up and down. Then look at this. So they see it's staying together. Okay, and we need just a little bit more here. So you see? And on the other side, so you see it will be no any like stitches. We don't need, oh, sorry, here. no any stitches, you will not able to see anything. It will be like clean and nice. Clean here, clean here. And it stays, you see? Okay, I just need a little bit more. Let me cut it. Be 1 inch wide and 21 inches long, okay? So what we're right now using. Okay. And this is the last part here, small openings. And the second one, the second side, I will show you if, for example, if you are not ready for this way, we can do the old way. So we just can sew it, okay? And you will see. Mhm. Okay, that's good. Yeah, just press, no sliding, yeah, no steam. Okay. And if you have any leftovers, it's better to throw them away right away. So one side, we are working with the back. One side is ready. So, and the second side, we will have to prepare with the our machine. Okay, so we will use a sewing machine. So they say here it's opened. Let's go back to the sewing machine. Most important right now, I will use the same stitch, yeah, so very slow, the same stitch, 0, 0. The length of the stitch will be 3, and the middle position, I will move it a little bit to the left side. Yeah, the position is 2. So it's not exactly the left side, but it's close to the left, okay? And why it's like that, you will see right now. So I will, this guys, line up this openings, this part with the like with inside part, metal part of sewing machine, yeah, and put down. So this is so like this line goes here, okay. And what we do, so we do 3 stitches forward, 1, 2, 3, then we stop, press our U-turn button, this one, yeah. I can do 1, 2, 3, and then we will go all the way down. And most important, guys, watch this part, yeah, should line up here with inside your foot. And just go all the way down. I can increase my speed a little bit. So when nice, here's no rush. And if you guys have a silky fabric, so it's better to pin it first and then sew. Because this one is a cotton, it's very easy to use. And then, like, maybe it's better to start with the cotton fabric, and then you can like switch to any one. But if your fabric very silky, or if your fabric very like stretchy, I would recommend at first interface, put the interface in all around these pieces, and only then you can start to sew. Okay, so when we get to the end, yeah, we will stop, do our 3 stitches backwards, 1, 2, 3, and forward. 1, 2, 3. So it's exactly the same kind of, guys, what we did for the hemming. So sewing is so easy because if you will learn one thing, you can repeat it like on different projects. Here we go. Clean everything. Okay. It's thread down. We will clean this one. Okay. So let's go back to the ironing part. And we will iron it again. So they say ironing is so important. We do it like lots of time. When we finished our sewing, so we have to iron. Now they say I'm using steam because it's no interfacing. Yeah, I just use the steam and I'm sliding my iron. So what I got, if you will see, so you see, here we have a stitch. Maybe you can see it's a blue kind of like matching to the fabric, but we have stitch on this side and on this side. Okay. So, yeah, sorry guys, maybe I had to use a different color and you can see it. So, and most important, so they say it should be straight and nice all the way down. Okay, so our back side is ready. Now let's work with our front side. So ironing, yeah, so we have to iron all our seams. And first time we iron it how it was under the sewing machine. So we were sewing it this way. So we will iron it the same way. Yeah, straight and nice. So we are not making any shape right now, just sewing, ironing straight. And it's very important, they say, when you're ironing, your line, like my pen, will disappear. So they say you will not able to see anything. So now what we do, we will iron our seams. So you can iron it opened. We talk about it in our second class, yeah? That we can, when we press it opened, we call it open seam. Or we can press it on one side, like doesn't matter which one. Then we will call it closed seam. Let's see how it will work on this side. Maybe let's like press them open. So it will be open seam. We will iron seams open. And these ones the same way, yeah? We will iron them open. We have the open seam. So now, it's kind of, you can leave them like so wide, or you can use, just a second, I will bring my zigzag scissors. Big scissors, we call it. And we can trim them a little bit, so they will be a little bit less. And also when you cut with this like zigzag, or we call it pink scissors, it will protect fabric from fraying. So you see, just like all the way down. It shouldn't be perfect. And we guys almost done. So you will be impressed how fast this project. And you can use any fabric, any like, I usually use like the polo shirts for these projects because they're so nice. And usually it comes with just different colors. Yes. This side, and let's do on this one. Same thing. Almost done here. Okay. So this one is done too. It's our front. What we need to do now, we have to protect our front with the interfacing. Usually you can do it for the back side too. But right now for me, the front is more important because I want to keep some shape. Okay. So what we do, let's measure it. It should be 21 inches long first. 21. Yeah, it's a little bit like this here. I trim it. And I need to bring my special rolling powder. And so let's make everything like clean and nice. Okay. So all four sides, yeah, clean, nice. Okay. Now I will use interfacing, it will be like, it's a fabric one and one side is glue, yeah? It's a fusible interfacing. And if it doesn't go all the way white, don't worry, because we have a seams here, so it's okay. It will be okay for us. Most important, it should keep the main part. So let's see. So you need it kind of like 20 by 20. I see. If it's a little bit less, it's okay. Because we don't want to see interfacing on your seam lines. It just need to cover the main part. Like this. Now we have to iron it on. So we remember, yeah, that we don't need steam and we shouldn't slide our iron. Just press. Usually it's better to start from the center. Press up. Next. From the center. Always work, guys, from the center. And give your iron some time because it should melt the glue part. Yeah, it should melt glue. Okay. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. It's like the same how you're like driving your car. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and just a little bit. Don't need to like lift it up like that. Just a little bit, just like up. Okay, now we need to do it to the sides this way. From the center, always work from the center. No steam, okay? No steam. I like the interfacing with one on fabric based because when you will iron your project, when you will wash it, so it will stay much better. And it's more expensive. For example, if it's like paper based, it will be around like $2-4, and the fabric ones it's around $7. But believe me, guys, the quality is so different. If you will sew something very important, it's better to get the like fabric-based interfacing. And remember, when you do the buttons, zippers, colors, waistbands, the interfacing is everywhere there. You have to protect the fabric to make it stronger. Because you always button up, button down, like zipping. So the fabric should be much stronger than any other places on your garment. It will take a little bit time, but you will see that this one was very thin fabric. If we will use it without the interfacing, maybe it will be the not right choice for the pillowcases. Yeah, but when we add the interfacing to any fabric, the quality of that fabric is getting much better. It's stronger and more stable, and you're very welcome to then to manipulate with that fabric. Sorry, guys, it takes time, but you will do it much faster. It just looks like it's taking time. Yeah, and let's do this side. sewing should be kind of like yoga for your brain. Okay. So let's see what we got. So we got these ones. So it's our fabric. And you see, it's like now it's much stronger. If you will compare, for example, to this one, they see how it's going. And this one, they see much more stable. Now, idea is next. So back is protected. We are good. We are happy with that. Now what we do, we will match our back side. So this one has two pieces. We will line up with our edge. Like here, we will line up here. And they see these parts where we like protected it should be in the middle of your project. So like that. And all the raw edges we have to match. We will match all the raw edges like this. Like that. Like this. And let's get some pins on the side. So right now we are matching the sides and pinning all the layers together. So they see what I did. So where we protected, do you remember we protected the edges here and here? So we will they will stay in here in the project, and all the raw edges will go all around, and we have to protect. So we will pin it. So all around, all around, all around. And then we will sew it. When we will sew, guys, be careful. So layer shouldn't move. So why it's better to pin it first. And sometimes when you sew, when you iron, fabric a little bit change the shape. So one side can be a little bit smaller, one side can be a little bit longer. So that's totally okay. Don't be worried about that. So it's not such a bad thing. It happens. Doesn't matter what kind of project. Okay. So, and what we do, so let me get extras. We have to sew now all around. It's better if you're like beginners, just make a line all around like 1/2 inch. So this, if you like see that the bottom part is a little bit bigger, you can just cut extras and make it even. Okay, so if you like, you can cut it like that, make it even. And then what you need to do is you just like all around at seam allowance 1/2 inch. And we will sew all around. So we don't need to leave any gaps. So no reason to leave any gaps. So for me, it's most important right now. I will draw for myself like corners, and I will show you why it's very important. And I will just sew it all around, and we are done. We can just trim it afterwards. Okay. Okay, let's go to the sewing machine for the final step. So the settings, it will be 3 and 3.5. How we sew, yeah, we should just follow the line, but here pay attention to the corners, how we will turn it. So start with the back stitch, of course, yeah, 3 stitches forward, 3 stitches backwards, then follow the line, and here, so let me make it closer like this. Can you see it, guys? It's very important how you will come here. So they see, we should get exactly where two lines will meet each other. Follow the line. And when you will get to the end, very important, stop. Needle should be down. Very important, needle should be down. You will up your foot and turn and match with, and match with the line. So you see, that way you will always will stay on your line. careful what you do on the back side. So again, when we will get to the end in here, needle down, put up, then you will turn. See? It will be perfect turning, it will be perfect angle like this. Okay, go all the way to the corner. Stop. Always, guys, needle should be down. Up the foot. Up the foot. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't hold my own look. And take the pins. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Needle down. Put up. Yeah. And just we are sewing all four corners. Yeah, all corners. And the rule when it's a needle down, guys, it's very important. You can't skip that because then it will be more problems. Back stitch, needle up, put up. So, it's kind of done. So let's go back to the table. Oh. Sorry, guys, it's my fault. Okay, look at this. We can go to the table, and what we see the stitch all around. You can leave it like that, they will be raw, or you can use a zigzag scissors and trim, let's say, like that. But if you want to make it finished as like in the store, like very clean and nice, I just did the zigzag scissors. It will protect fabric from the fraying. Also, what we can do the serger machine. Guys, please come here on this side. We will use the serger machine. It's a special machine with the 4 threads. It can be 4 3 threads, and it comes like this type of machine. We are using it right now, Juki. And it's for the edges, kind of to protect seams and make it clean. Let's plug it in first. Our machine, we need to get from the machine. So we just plug it in. Okay, so it is ready. Be careful, this machine doesn't have a speed control, but if you going to make it like to sell this type of pillowcases, then it's better to finish it professionally. So this machine will use the 4 threads. It has 2 needles and it has a knife. Look at this. They see? What we will get this type of stitch. And everything, they see how clean and nice. So this one, I just will make one side. So you see, it's how clean and nice. It will cut all the extras, like fabric, all the extra thread, and it will be really clean. So if you're going to sell it or for the presents, I would recommend to have one of these, or you can use a zigzag scissors, kind of like which way is easier for you. But for the future, this machine can help a lot. Now we will go back to our table and we are done. So look at this, what we will do. Here we have the openings, they say. Here we have the openings. We will open it. Okay. Let's open it. Protect all your. And it doesn't have any buttons or zippers, but it has kind of like envelope. You can put your pillow inside, and this is what you will see outside. I see it's pretty easy, and you can make any type of designs, any type of shapes here. So you're very welcome to be a fashion designer there. And if you have any questions, guys, I would love to answer. I understand that it was like we did a lot today. Maybe it was like a pressure a little bit, but please feel free. Yeah, I can answer your questions and explain what kind of tools I used, or like explain some other parts.
Hey, Dee, thank you so much for that. As always, I learned so much. So first part, if someone doesn't have that secondary machine that you used,
Yeah.
what would your suggestion be if someone just has a basic sewing machine?
Yeah, you can, guys, or at the end you can do zigzag scissors, or just use the like pink scissors just to trim the seam allowance. That's it. Because all your seams will be inside, nobody will see it from outside. Yeah, it will be clean and nice. And or if you would like it here all around on the face side, you can just stitch it, then it will be more protected.
Perfect. And if someone's using heavier fabrics like canvas or denim, do you still need to apply that interfacing?
You can skip that part because like it will be too heavy.
Okay, so it's already heavy enough. So it's the interfacing would be for the lighter fabrics.
Yeah, or medium.
And all these fabrics are just scraps that you kind of had left over, right? We're just trying to find all those extra scraps to kind of upcycle and not throw anything away, right?
Yeah, you can use it even t-shirts. Everybody has lots of like shirts, t-shirts, and what like guys, whatever would you like to find, you're very welcome to try and see, because it can be something like really interesting.
Yeah. And is this material with the interfacing, is this machine washable?
Yes. So do you remember, guys, I told you that it's better to use the interfacing. It's iron on fabric based. Yeah. If it's a fabric based, it's exactly the same as the fabric. You can wash it, iron it, dry it. It will be absolutely fine. You shouldn't worry about that.
And this interface that you're using today, is that different from the material you used for the no sewing hemming? Is it two different materials?
It's kind of, yeah, it's a two different type of interfacing. So like the web one, it's double-sided. It's kind of like clear, and it's glue is on two sides. It's double-sided.
Okay. And would this interface start coming off after many washes, or does it stick pretty
Yes.
well?
Yeah, it will be not so well as a sewing machine when you sew it, but it will stay maybe like 6-7 washing times.
Okay. But it is a cover, so you're not going to wash it as often as you would a t-shirt, right? So it should hold off for a good amount of time.
Yeah. But if it's a fabric one, the interfacing, which is kind of like fabric based, it will stay. So you don't need to worry about at all. You can wash it and dry it how many times you would like.
Okay, awesome. And I was noticing you were making a 1/2 inch mark. Does your ruler have like a special mark on it?
So it depends the ruler, guys. Let me show you. Wait a second. So this ruler kind of, I'm lucky, it has, yeah. So they see that yellow part, it's exactly 1/2 inch. You can use any regular rulers, and just like between like 0 and 1 inch, in the middle is 1/2 inch. Yeah.
I just like the other one because you could it's such long ways. It's so easy to mark off and make a straight line. My issue is always I could make multiple 1/2 inches and then the line's still not straight. So just having that straight line is incredible.
So do you know the secret? That one is just geometry. Make just 2 dots and connect them. It always will be straight line.
Okay. Yeah, I'm always making like a bunch of them, so that's good, Cleve. Just 2 lines.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
2 dots and just connect them, and it will be always straight.
I'll read the question as it comes in. Do you ever finish your seam so the fabric doesn't fray? I was taught to do a big running stitch near the edge of the fabric.
Yeah, so right now, like running stitch, it's like for what? For to baste or to hold them together.
To
It's
hold it
just,
together, yeah.
yeah, for like before we will sew on machine, we kind of skipping that running stitch by hand right now because we have pins. Like pinning or basting, we call it basting, using the running stitch. It's actually the same thing. You can, if you would like, you can do, of course, that once. It will be better for the silky or stretchy fabrics, but also you are very welcome to use just the pins and it will stay pretty well.
So regarding the non-woven versus fabric interface, is non-woven, okay, I think it's non-woven. Where do I look to find fabric interfacing?
Oh, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Amazon. Just type the interfacing and you will find like lots of different types. There are so many. It can be lightweight, medium weight, heavyweight. It can be like fabric based or paper based. Uh, so there are so many. Just read the description. And I would recommend for you to start with a lightweight. You can use a paper based. It's kind of okay too. You can use a like fabric based. But if you're going to use a stretchy fabric, for example, you are sewing a t-shirt or dress or something like that, and fabric is knit or woven, it's better to use a special interfacing. It's kind of for woven fabric or for knit fabric and stretchy, sorry.
So there's different interface depending
Yeah,
on the type of fabric you're using.
because interfacing will stretch too.
Okay.
It will keep the quality of the fabric.
And before you work with this material, do you wash it ahead of time or do you just work with it as is?
By the rules, it's better to iron them. Like you will cut the small swatch, like 5x5 or 10x10. Then you should iron it and see if it's after the ironing the same, like 5x5 or 10x10. Then you just can iron the fabric and that's it. If you see that after ironing and steaming it's less, for example, it was 5x5 and after it's 4.5 by 4.5, it requires the washing and ironing before.
And then you said for the interface, you said no steam, right? Because with the
Yeah.
hemming material, it was lots of steam, and this is no steam.
Yeah, so when we talk about the interfacing, yeah, no steam. And so like don't slide the iron. It should be just like press up and down, up and down.
And do you know why that is? Why shouldn't I?
Because they say, guys, if the layers will move, then
Mm.
you will iron it like that. It will stay like that. So why you have to be very gentle?
So do you have any other suggestions for the type of needles or items that people should have in their basic kits? Like if they're just starting off, they don't have anything. What are the materials that people should buy to get started?
So most important, guys, it's any like long ruler, at least like 18 inches. And it's better to get them like when they're clear, and when you will work, you will see what's going on underneath. Then it's very important to have a pair of scissors. So it's like, we call it pink scissors, yeah, like zigzaggish one. And we got the regular fabric scissors. So like you can buy any fabric scissors. Most important, they have to be sharp. So this one, for example, is a Japanese brand, KAI. And also I have the IKEA one somewhere. So for example, this one is around maybe $60 or $100. IKEA was $12. I like IKEA. Then, of course, guys, you will need the pins and pin cushions. This one is magnetic one, so this it's easy to use, especially if you have kids and pets around your house. And like pins, it's better to buy like as fine as possible and long ones. So remember, all the pins and needles can work only 6-8 hours, and after that you have to change them. So this one, guys, I got from Walmart because like this type of pin cushions was like on Amazon $10-12, Walmart was $3 or $4. And big difference. And also, what else would you would need? Iron, of course, yeah. Then a small type of like scissors just for the threads when you during the sewing. Then you will need a small trash bin, so it will save your life. What else I would recommend? Good sewing machine. So it shouldn't be very expensive. You can get any machine. It should just sew straight stitch. And if your machine can sew straight stitch, zigzag stitch, and will get some couple of buttonholes, that's pretty much enough. So you don't need a lot. So about the threads, better to buy the good threads, usually from the store. And remember, all the threads can work only 5 years. So never buy the threads from the garage sale. So threads can be different too, and needles for the sewing machine can be different too. So it depends what kind of projects you are sewing and what kind of type of fabrics you are using. Also, we have our own YouTube channel. It's a School of Couture, and where we post like different information about the needles, scissors. Please welcome to watch and like subscribe. And if you have any questions, what else you would need? Kind of that's it to start. So most important, you have to be enthusiastic and just start, and then everything will come.
Well, thank you so much, Dee, for this series. You get, I don't know if you're seeing it, you get a lot of love, a lot of thank yous, a lot of the ease of your class of teaching. People were really able to follow along and learn. So thank you so much for taking part in this series. And like I said, we will hopefully be bringing Dee back in the fall again for additional hours. And so Dee, I will give you the last word.
And thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate to teach you, and thanks for your time being with us. I really appreciate the host here, guys. Yeah, so welcome. And I'm thankful and grateful for you guys. Yeah, so I really enjoyed these classes. Hopefully we will make something fun in the future too.
Thank you so much. We'll see y'all next time.
See?
Bye-bye.
Bye.